Okay, this is step number 1, and in this short video, we're going to show you how to find the unclaimed accounts that you're going to be processing. Now, I'm starting off inside the website in the members area where you are, so a couple things just before I take you to the National Association of Unclaimed Accounts. The first thing that you need to be aware of is that we're going to be looking for accounts that are at least $50 or more. Okay, because those are the ones that qualify you for payment, but also the ones that our company is looking for to process. If $50 or more, anything less than that we won't accept, and you also won't get paid on it. So make sure it's $50 or more. As you'll see when I go into the database, there's all kinds of amounts. They'll be in the thousands of dollars, and you might even once in a while get lucky and find tens of thousands of dollars, which really pays out well for you guys. Okay, so let's go ahead. And that being said, we're going to go to the National Association of Unclaimed Accounts, and it's below this video in the members area, the video that you're watching me right now. And you're just going to click on that database. It's going to take you to the Unclaimed Property Authority, and you're going to be able to access any of the databases here in Canada or the United States. Now, with that being said, I'm going to remind you again, like I had mentioned in the orientation video, that it doesn't matter which country you live in to be able to process the unclaimed accounts for us and fill out the forms. You could be in overseas, you could be in Europe. Because our company is based in North America, it doesn't mean that you can't process these. Or you do not have to only process ones from your state or province or wherever you are. So we have many processors that are in the United States, of all different states, in Canada, in the different provinces, and as well as in Europe and Asia and South America. So so as you see here, it's easy to just, when you mouse over any of the provinces or states here, you're able to access the government databases for each one of these. Now, for this example, I'm going to show you how easy this can be. I'll just click on Texas, okay? And what you're going to do on the unclaimed property, that's what you're going to look for. Now, each site will have a different way. It might call it unclaimed bank accounts, it might call it unclaimed accounts, or unclaimed property, or just claiming property. And what you're going to do is just enter a name into this box, okay? And you're not specifically looking for a first name or anything, because you're not looking for a specific account. You're going to be sifting through all of the accounts based around last names. And another way you can do that, you can start with A and go right to Z or Z. You can get a phone book out to member jog to last names or things like that, but we're just going to start with something really simple, and we're going to punch in the word Smith, okay? As the last name, and it's going to search for a little bit, so just be patient with that. And it'll come up as a warning and say there's no exact matches found. That's okay. The list criteria, we're not looking for exact matches, we're looking for anything with the name Smith in it for this case, okay? Remember, you have no restrictions, and there's hundreds and hundreds of thousands of these accounts. What we need you to do is go through each one of these and find out amounts, like for instance this very first one, A. Smith, with more than $50, so $51.25. This $26 one doesn't, you can't process that one for payment. This $181 one, and remember, the commissions that you're getting paid, or the payment that you're going to receive for processing these for us and submitting them into us, was explained in the orientation video. So it's very significant, the amounts that you can make, especially this one, Alan Smith, for instance. It's in here, so you can process it. It's $987, okay? On a payment like that, you're looking at around $200, $250 just to process that onto our processing forms and submit them into us. So it's not hard to find them. This is one of the nice websites where it's easy to find. Texas, Colorado, I believe, Pennsylvania, and a few others have them listed on here without having to click on anything to be able to open it up to see what the amount is. So this is a good place for you guys to start. Okay, and all of the information, that's all there is to it to search there. And you can go back and do other searches. You can search different names, Abbott, Marshall. Like I said, pull out a phone book, and if you need a jog on people's last names, you're looking for not specifics on people's names necessarily. You're trying to find accounts that are unclaimed, more than $50, so we can process them and get those people their money back. So Again, all the information that you're going to be completing on the processing forms are provided in this page. So the property ID, sometimes I will give you a warning or a heads up that on the processing forms, it's going to ask you for an account ID or an account number. Sometimes it'll call it a property ID. They're all the same. Okay, you'll have the name, which you'll need to complete on the forms, the address, the city, the state, the zip code, or if it's in Canada, then you'll be putting in the postal code, the holder's name if it asks for that, the property type if it asks for that. If it doesn't give it or it's not disclosed, just put not disclosed or not applicable. Okay, and again, the key here is $50 or more. And obviously the bigger ones that you get, the more money that you get paid out, as explained in the orientation video that explains the compensation that you will receive to process these accounts for us on the forms. Okay? And that concludes step number 1. It's really simple to find them, and like I said and showed you on here, there's so many different provinces and states that you could be processing these accounts from, but I will give you a little bit of a pointer and a heads up, is that Pennsylvania, Texas, Colorado, I think Wisconsin, there's quite a few other ones that will actually give you the totals right on the page, where some of them you would actually have to click on the account number to be able to access that. And it's not that you can't do those ones, it's just that it would take a little bit longer because you have to click and then go back and click and go back. These ones actually list them right out, and you can see that there are hundreds and hundreds. This search that I just did alone, there's 1,000 different unclaimed funds that are just waiting to be processed by our company, and that's why we need you to help us fill out those processing forms to make it easier than us sifting through them all, and we'll pay you handsomely for doing that part of the job for us. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you over in step 2, where we will complete the processing forms.